And what is up, everybody, and welcome back to Raw is Warbucks. This Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I can't wait for this. This is one of my favorite pay-per-views of all the year because this kind of like can really set somebody up for the future. And we're going to talk about who that might be this year. Let's get on with it. First things first, I'm sorry I didn't make a Backlash predictions video because it was a great pay-per-view. I was like, this card sucks, and then it was an incredible pay-per-view. I'm sorry I didn't make one. I'm sorry. Please, I swear I'm sorry. All right, for our first match, we're going to be talking about Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio. Do we really even need to talk about this match at all? Do we really need to talk about who the winner is going to be? Do we really need to talk about the insane heat that Dominic Mysterio gets? Look, if you look up any video of somebody at the arena while Dom's talking, it's not canned heat. Literally everybody hates his guts. This guy is on fire, and props to Dom because I hated you at the beginning, but now it's like this is strictly organic heat. Like, good for you, buddy. But anyways, we all know that Cody Rhodes is going to be winning this match. In my opinion, they just kind of need a reason to put Cody on the pay-per-view. But anyway, hopefully this is a fun match and can't wait to see it. All right, moving on from there, we're going to be having the Women's WWE Tag Team Championship. It is going to be Shayna Bazler, hey, I swear they say it different every week, and Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. The good thing about this pay-per-view is I have a lot of two things could happen in this match prediction for basically everything. Now, part of me on this is going to say that Liv Morgan and Raquel, they're going to win the tag team championships back. You know, maybe Ronda and Shayna were just, placeholders in the meantime. Because I believe I've read something somewhere where Ronda was like, I want to battle Shayna. I think that would be a great matchup, since we're both friends. Obviously, they might be able to put on a good match. But I do think it might be a little too early for Liv and Raquel to get the championship, so I expect them to probably have their rematch at SummerSlam. That's where they're going to win, and that's what's going to set up Ronda versus Shayna. Next up for the Intercontinental Championship is going to be Matt Riddle versus Gunther. Matt Riddle, I love you, bro. I do. I really do. But now is not your time. Now is not the time at all. I don't think Gunther is going to be losing the Intercontinental Championship anytime soon. If he does, it will be at a big pay-per-view. Again, next one would be SummerSlam. I do think this is going to be a banger of a match, and also I do think it's kind of going to be a little bit overbooked. I do see the rest of Imperium being at ringside along with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn coming down eventually. I know these two are going to put on a great match. I feel like Gunther is on fire also right now. Any match that he's been in recently that I could think of has been nothing but great. Hell, even his match with Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw was incredible. So they're going to keep his momentum going. So yeah, I'm going with Gunther on this one. All right, now for the World Heavyweight Championship, we are going to be having Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor. Do I expect a huge upset here? Maybe. I can see Finn Balor winning this championship. Let's be honest, if he didn't get injured winning the Universal Championship, he probably would have had that for a little bit. I think this is his way of finally getting a title back. I mean, I feel like Finn hasn't had a title in a long time. But the only reason why I think Seth might be losing it is the fact that, I don't know if he's still filming with Captain America right now. Like, I know he's been a part of the cast and all that. So if he does, maybe he's just going to drop the title for a little bit, go finish up filming, and, then we'll see him come back. Again, this might be another rematch at SummerSlam. Or, if you've been paying attention to the Judgment Day storyline, this might set up Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. I feel like there's been a little bit of between the two of them. Or is it going to be one of those cases where Damian Priest is going to come down to help Finn Balor win? So my final prediction on this one, it's probably going to be wrong. I don't care. Still going with Finn Balor. All right, now for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We're going to be having Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoey Stark, Bayley, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus. Okay, now one of two things are going to be happening. One, I do think, hands down, Io Sky is going to be winning it. But do I think that she's going to be able to beat Rhea Ripley? No. Do I think Io Sky would be able to beat Asuka? No. If she does win it, it's probably going to be a failed cash-in either on her part or Bayley costing her the match. But then, on the other hand, we have Becky Lynch in all of this. If you think back, Becky Lynch has not won a single Money in the Bank match that she's been in. Is it going to be her time? Maybe. Do I feel that she could beat Rhea Ripley? Maybe. Maybe. That's why I love these kind of matches, because you don't know what could happen, and WWE might make the final change on the fly, like in the ring, and Zoey Stark could win it all and surprise all of us. Final prediction, Io Sky. Or Becky Lynch. All right, then on to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We're going to be having Riccochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Butch, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul. You want the good news or the bad news on this one? We all want LA Knight, yeah, winning this, but just because we want it, we all know WWE is not going to give that to us. As tough as it is to say, it's probably going to be Logan Paul. Look, hear me out. Hear me out. Like, I don't want it either. I don't want it either. I really don't. With everything that Logan Paul does and everywhere he goes, he's just going to be toting around that Money in the Bank briefcase, just giving nothing but promotion to WWE. That would be my reasoning for him winning Money in the Bank. It would only be good for WWE getting more eyes on the product. So just to prepare yourself, expect Logan Paul to win, but hope for LA Knight. Side note, for this match, I definitely see Ricochet and Logan Paul doing some kind of crazy thing on a ladder that's going to outdo the Royal Rumble. Hopefully these two have a match together at SummerSlam, because, God, it would just be beautiful. Or Logan Paul and Bad Bunny, that would be great too. All right, and then finally, for our final match, it is going to be the Civil War between Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos. My gosh, this was... I'm glad this is finally happening. We are getting closer. Well, how do I want to say this? Because I'm sad. I really am sad that we're getting closer to this story coming to an end. In a way. I think what's going to be happening is that the Usos, they're losing. It's going to be Roman and Solo going over somehow, some way, and that's what's going to set up Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Now, for the what I hope happens prediction, at some point in the match, you're going to see Roman yelling at Solo, and Solo's going to be like, who in the hell do you think you are? And he's going to be turning on Roman in the match. That's what I hope happens. And then Roman's going to be like, well, that's everything. Well, I got Paul left. Yeah, I got Paul Heyman. So then at SummerSlam, it's going to be Solo and Jimmy helping Jey defeat Roman Reigns. I don't care if it takes 49 people. Come on, we got to move on from Roman. It's been a great run. It really has, but we need someone new. Again, as much as I don't want to see this storyline end, because it has just been fantastic storytelling for like 5 years, 83 years now. It's been great. But once Roman gets dethroned, a new story is going to involve it. It's going to be the new bloodline, obviously. And what if, like, Heyman's like, you know, I really need to be with all the winners, and he's going to try and weasel his way in with Jey, Jimmy, and Solo. I can see that happening. And then I would say maybe early next year, you're going to see The Rock's daughter come up and join them as well. So my final prediction, it's going to be Roman and Solo going over, but something's going to happen after the match. I can feel it. And then for some other fun stuff that I think might happen, as of filming this has been all the matches that have been announced, but I do kind of think we might get The Miz versus Tommaso Ciampa. Maybe. Big maybe. If anything, it'll probably be like a pre-show match. God, I hope not. Imagine being Tommaso Ciampa coming back and being like, oh, I gotta deal with The Miz again. Not that The Miz sucks, but it's like, he needs someone better. You know, am I wrong in that? And then the only other major thing that could be happening, and I feel like the UK is a great place for this to happen, it's going to be the return of Drew McIntyre. But if he does come back, I think he's going to be a heel this time. Not that he wasn't a great face, but obviously we need a little bit of a change up for him. And if he's going to be in charge of his own creative, hopefully, and he wants to come back to WWE, or should I say WWE wants him to come back, they're probably going to give him all the freedom he wants. Because Drew's one of those guys you don't want to see go to another, wrestling company. AEW. Maybe we'll get to see Drew again. I hope so, because I kind of miss the guy. I really do. All right, guys, that's going to be today's show. What do you think's going to be happening at Money in the Bank? Who do you think's going to win? Let me know down in the comments. And with that being said, you guys have a great day. Stay awesome, and I'll see you here next time.